Hey everybody, it's your girl Nikki Nicole of Divas of the Roundtable Podcast. I'm joined here today with my co-hosts, Ladybug and Spicy Red. On today's show, we have Harry D. Williams Jr. Harry Williams Jr. is a Florida native born and raised on the north side of Jacksonville. After graduating from William M. Raines High School, this innovative man set out to make his own way in the world. Harry is a local entrepreneur who has a string of businesses in the Jacksonville area. His longest venture is as owner and operator of Laces Shoe Store, which is online. Today, he will share with us his journey, including his trials and tribulations, and ultimately his success as a businessman here in Jacksonville. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Mr. Harry D. Williams Jr.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show, Harry.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Listen, let me tell you guys, I was actually flying back to California to go to work. And Harry and his wife sat next to me. Remember that? We were on the plane because I think we had to change planes in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to get you on the show. I was like, we're going to get you on the show. And he said, yeah, I'll do it. Because I was like, yeah, we could kind of go, like, he's a businessman. He's local. He's a man from around the way. You know what I mean? Like, just a guy from the hood.
Right.
That did big things.
Yeah, I seen you. I was actually on my way to California.
You was on your way to California, okay.
California.
So it was like, I saw that he had something to offer the community and people coming up. So that's why we wanted to get you on the show so you could tell your story.
Great.
So let's start with the first question. What inspired you to start a business?
Actually, my great-granddad, my granddad, my dad, all were business owners.
Okay.
So it pretty much was in the blood.
Okay.
So my son already has his first business.
Oh wow. Okay.
Photography and stuff. So and my other son, he actually do training.
Okay, nice.
I'm doing training, so it stays there.
Okay, so the entrepreneur spirit is kind of passed down generation to generation. Okay.
That's right. That's good. Generational wealth. That's a good thing.
Exactly. Which we'll be covering on another show when we talk about finance. So how did you decide on what type of business to start in? Was it like that was something that you saw? Was it a passion for you? Because I know we said in the introduction that Laces shoes. I know a lot of guys love shoes.
Right.
So it's because it was a passion, it was a love that made you get into that?
Yeah, yes, I would say that. But then I wanted to do businesses before I did Laces.
Okay.
But Laces was one of the easiest one to do.
Okay.
So I actually wanted to do church chicken before I did Laces.
Okay.
Because I was like maybe 11, 12 years old. I rode my bicycle up there to the one on Golf Fair. And the lady made me go all the way back home to get 12 cents. And I said, I'm going to get me one of these one day. Sure enough, I did what I did.
Yes.
And you wound up getting it.
Yeah, okay.
But I like cooking. So that's why I like the churches. I like the shoes. So I like going with shoes. And I like the dry fad trucks and stuff. So we had semi trucks and we do a lot of things, run a property.
Okay.
That's kind of what we kind of venture in a lot of.
Okay, so that's four. You have four businesses that you kind of have.
Well, we do janitorial also.
Oh wow!
Okay, so you got a lot of things different going on.
Yeah.
You have to diversify.
Yeah.
So we diversify pretty much in anything we can see, okay, this might be pretty good.
Okay.
And I just like to build things. So I just like to build it and say, okay, that's built. Now move on to something else.
Okay.
And keep moving to something different.
Okay.
So what are like the biggest challenges you face when you're like starting up these businesses? What are the one thing that you always know might be a problem or this might be a challenge? What are kind of challenges do you have when you're starting up with these businesses?
First thing is going in as a black man. That's the most important thing that I would tell anybody. You go in as a black man, you're going to have all the obstacles.
I gotcha.
Then from there, you have to sit down and say, okay, how can I overcome this?
Gotcha.
And then you just take your time and hopefully it plays out. But you always going to have ups and downs.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you stay motivated to keep pushing forward?
I'm motivated every day. When I wake up,
All right.
my mind is moving on something totally different. When a person say, "Oh, you done that," I'm 3 times away from that.
Yeah.
That's already taken care of. I'm moving on.
Next step.
On to the next step.
So what is like your support team? Do you have a support team or a group of people or family or like business partners? What does your support team look like?
Family.
Gotcha. Family.
Family is number one.
Gotcha.
Well, anything you do, family gonna be your number one.
Yeah.
They know your ups, they know your downs, they know, and when you're down and out, they know when you're not down and
Yeah.
out. So families are actually number one. Friends are also.
Mhm.
Okay.
Friends also. But then you can sit there and talk to them and spill your guts out to them, and hey.
So you said you're like generational business owners. Do you still have some of your elders that started out? Are they still with you today? Or were they there in the beginning when you started the business to give you that type of guidance?
Well, my dad was my number one.
Mm-hmm.
He was my number one that I can go talk to him at all times. We'll talk 2:00 in the morning. We'll be
Okay.
talking,
Nice.
2, 3 o'clock. He'd be like, "Man, look here, I got to go to work." So he'd be like, "Shoot, I got to get up at 5 o'clock. Shoot, let me go."
Mm-hmm.
Then he'll get off the phone. Then he'll go to work. And when he come home, shoot, we pretty much on the phone again.
Y'all pick it up.
Pick
Okay.
it up again. Now, my brother-in-law, man, he'll talk real heavy
Mhm.
on a lot of stuff. My sister husband, we talk a lot
Okay.
on business and stuff like that. We actually are partners in churches.
All
Okay,
right.
nice, nice.
So what advice would you give someone who has started their own business?
Go for it.
Oh.
Go for it. Do not sit back and relax and say, if anybody tell you not to do it, you better get away from them as fast as you can.
Yes.
I'm talking about run. Don't even sit there. Don't even look back. Because if you look back, by the time, I know so many people that told me not to do shoes. Ain't no money in shoes and this right here.
Mhm.
Shoot, after 23, 24 years later,
You still making
I'm
money.
making money, and they still saying, "Well, you should have never did it." Yeah, 24 years later,
Right.
Okay.
And it's always money in shoes because everybody
Everybody
needs
needs
shoes.
shoes.
People
Everybody
need
needs
shoes, and you got kids growing out of shoes. People wearing out their shoes, and sometimes people just want a fresh pair of sneakers to go with their outfit that they done picked out. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
that's amazing to me that people doubt it. I always say people project their own fears
They-
onto you.
They do.
So that's what they were scared to take that chance, and
Right.
and like that's one of the things I had to tell my oldest boy about starting something with him, and I said, invest in yourself because you know what you can do.
Right.
Everybody else is unpredictable.
I agree. You got to be ambitious.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, just jump out and say, "Hey, I'm going to do this."
So what were some of the mistakes that you think you made early on?
Early mistakes was not doing more.
Gotcha.
I want to do more, a lot more. I mean, I did a lot, when I first started, and I still do a lot now, but I didn't do more.
Okay.
You look back and say, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, sometimes, raising a family and having a wife and responsibilities, you kind of proceed with caution. So
That's true.
And
And you get kind of complacent. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm good now.
Mhm,
Everything is good. Life is good. But you should never, if you sit around in 1 year and don't do nothing,
mhm.
that's how far you got passed by.
Yes.
So you always want to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Yes.
going.
Yeah.
And then when you stop, everybody else steady going and
Yeah.
you stopping here.
They laughing you now.
Right.
Mhm.
So you need to keep going.
If you can give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Like I said, keep going. I've never been scared to do business.
So how old were you when you started your first business?
My first business, I would say 26.
26.
26.
That's okay.
And that's phenomenal for any man, especially African American man. So was it hard to secure like funding for the business? Because you can see these movies or African American people are starting, they just go through everything and they get defeated because nobody believes or nobody wants to put their money into them and invest. So was it hard to secure funding for your businesses?
For me, it wasn't because I had my dad on one, but then I saved my money.
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't spend, I know, like the Jordans and stuff like that. Because, hey, shoot, I wasn't going to pay my money for it. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't going to pay my money for it. So, hey, I'm going to keep my money and put it in the bank.
Yeah.
So I kept building. And when I was pretty much on my last ship. And I said, well, hey, I'm going to go ahead on and get a shoe store.
Okay.
And sure enough, I got it. Now, I did fail in other businesses before this. I was going to open a toy store called the Toy Box. And sure enough, Toys R Us was going out of business, stuff like that. My business plan ready to go. And I was like, nah, I don't think I need to do this one. So I stopped that one. I was trying to open a darn game room at Regency Mall. I'm about 17 years old then. And I'm calling around Regency. I done got all this paperwork. I took it to my dad. I'm going to open up a darn game room. And sure enough, they wound up opening one right at the same time.
Sure did.
And I said, oh, man, they got me.
Yeah.
So I never been scared to try things.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's the one thing, you don't be scared. If you fail, oh well.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to fail a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But as long as you know, my dad always told me, as long as you don't do more good deals than bad, it's perfect. You're perfect.
Yeah. Because you seem like you operate on like you said, the Church's Chicken. You were a customer of Church's Chicken and you said, I'm going to have one of those. Like you said, you need shoes.
Right.
The game room. Just different things that you kind of can see what's going on. Whereas people just kind of float through life not paying attention to what's going on around them.
That's true.
You actually see the need and then you want to act on it. Yeah, you want to supply. That's great. So let me ask you this, do you mentor any young people that grew up like you that show them that they can be successful, or if they have a mind for business, that they can move forward with it?
Yeah. I used to have a athletic association, but we had kids from 5 to probably about 15.
Okay.
And I used to talk to pretty much a lot of them. I mean, hey, let's do this, let's do that. I mean, have you ever thought about this? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing that? But the thing is, with kids, you have to start them early. Yeah. If you start talking to them early, then I seen a lot of them, in jail and. They've been killed and stuff like that, but it's a lot of them that's doing good. Yeah. Doing great. Yeah. And that's the best thing is we can catch kids when they're younger. Then we can do a lot for them.
Right. Because I think it's important for them to see you and see people that look like you, who looks like them, to know that they can do it. Because, how many of us go to a McDonald's or Church's Chicken or something like that, and we just naturally assume that it's owned by, a person of a different ethnicity. So you don't know that, no, this black man, he was my, he was my friend. Athletic association. He was my mentor. I know this man. I went to church with him. My mom knows him. She went to school, things like that. Right. So I think it's important to be in the community and to show these kids who they can be. Because for so long, we only saw other people being the things that we dreamt about being.
That's true.
What I mean?
That's true.
So it's very important to do that work. So you said you had an athletic association. Yeah. Where you were was it Pop Warner?
Well, it was no weight limit.
Oh, the no weight class.
Football,
yeah. Okay. So you don't do that anymore?
No, we stopped. I gave it up because it was just time consuming.
Yeah. Because it's very fulfilling. I was a Pop Warner coach and I was a weighmaster. It's very rewarding. I love being there.
I used to love coaching.
Yeah. I love it.
You knew at a certain time, okay, I'm stopping everything and we're going to have some fun with these kids and stuff like that. And we're still going to do it. I still have that business just sitting there. We're still going to do it. We're going back to it, but we're going to do it in a different way.
Okay.
So, sports, we might go into more school.
Okay. Nice.
Teaching, tutoring, stuff like that. And
that mentor thing.
Yeah.
So now speaking of mentor, who has been, besides your dad, who has been your biggest mentor besides your dad? We know it's your dad because it seems like you and your dad have a tight bond. So who else will give you those nuggets and those words of wisdom and that help and support like your dad?
I would say my 2 brother-in-laws and my sister. My sister is I can call her about in and everything in the world. She gonna be there.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, she'll be there, and I can just talk to her, and she don't judge me or nothing like that. Boy, you stupid. What are you talking about now? You want something totally different. Yeah. But my sister is one that I just call and throw something in the air, bug in the air. She's the and my 2 sons, I can call them and Hey, what's going on?
How old are your sons?
One is 30, the other one is 21.
Okay, yeah.
So now with all of these businesses, how do you juggle your life and take care of you? How do you maintain you? What do you do to just de-stress and relax and maintain your peace of mind and sanity?
Watch TV. Sit in the car, you know,
But tell the truth
looking
now.
at the internet.
I just knew you was gonna say I play golf.
I play golf, but I don't go out there like I should.
Okay.
But tell the truth now. Sometimes you just sitting there in the car or watching
Yeah,
TV.
I just be sitting in the car.
Are you thinking about that next move a lot of the time? Yeah, because you never clock
You know,
out.
turn off.
You never turn it off because that's how. Like I've been on the vessel and thinking about this, and that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? You kind of like and been on. Like I heard you say because I knew you was a merchant seaman,
Right.
so I heard you say that too. When you out on that water, you got a lot of time
That's true.
to come.
That's true.
I mean, I have like come up with ideas and ways
Right.
to make it happen. But I haven't taken that step like what you did. I gotta start.
I'm just scared to jump out there.
Yeah, I gotta start jumping.
Sometimes I go down to my beach house and, you know, look at the water, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But not as often as I used to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, not as often as I used to. But I just, you know, just go out there and just be looking. Or just go out there and just fall asleep thinking
Did
and
you-
don't even know.
Did y'all hear the brother say when he go to his beach house?
Well, actually, my dad bought that years ago, way in the 80s. And we still have, you know, it's still in the
still in the family.
Yeah, so we just go down there and relax.
But it's just something about the beach. When I was on summer break, I went to the beach like every week. It's just something about looking at that water, thanking God for all his grace and his mercy and just his blessings. And when you see all of that water out there, you're just grateful and you're just thankful. And it's just peaceful.
It is.
It's just peaceful.
It is.
Just like you said, sitting in the car. I don't know what it is at a certain age. Sitting in your car when you get to the house is a peace of mind. Before you get ready to walk in the door, you can sit in the car for 30 minutes.
I never did. And I used to see my next door neighbor do that all the time.
I've been doing it for years.
It is.
I'm sitting in my car. And it's nobody. I don't have no
Well,
keys.
see, I got a lot of time to sit on the boat.
Yeah,
I
you
just
got
get up
time.
by myself and just kind of like
Yeah.
and like I say, I come up with stuff like I done hit up the producer Mike and be like, "Hey, Mike, I got an idea," and he'll go in and he'll send me back a whole business plan for the idea that I had. You know, so that team, like you were saying, is very important.
It is.
And I have learned now, at this stage of my life, not to let a lot of people in on your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, and I done told people this before, a friend of mine told me, he said, everybody's not going to share your dream because God didn't give them the vision.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So my circle is small when I let people in on my ideas on what, you know, but I'll tell you what, you're right about those kids. My kids are some of my biggest supporters. Like they're my cheerleaders. Like they like, yeah, Mom, yeah, it sounds good. Let's go. What you gonna do? When you gonna do it? And I'm like, time, you know.
Right. It's not enough time, not enough hours in a day because we always get caught in the hustle and bustle of life. So sometimes we don't take that time again to invest in ourselves, invest in our minds, invest in our thoughts, because we worried about, okay, I got to get up in the morning, I got to do this, I got to run and take care of this, I got to go here. So we sometimes get caught up in the hustle and bustle and we forget a lot of times to invest in ourselves.
So let me ask you this. What you cooking up next? I know you got something coming down the pipeline. What you got going on here?
What's next for you?
I never let my left hand know what my right hand. I'm being honest. If I was the other, I was like, I do have something cooking up. I agree.
Uh-huh.
You
got something
on some
cooking up.
things, but yeah, I always keep it on the route until he say we'll do that whole again. Not him, he a bust now.
Okay.
No, really, I haven't. I just couldn't do that, but now I'm doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time you even look at that,
Something else.
something else happened.
going.
Me and my younger son, we talk a lot.
Uh-huh.
His name is Harry too. Harry
Okay.
D. Williams III.
Uh-huh.
We talk a lot on business, on different stuff, investing, and because he's young now, but he already has his Roth already and stuff. He's 21. I mean, he actually moving pretty good.
Yeah.
He's moving the same way, a little faster. Well, we moving probably at the same pace at our age.
Okay.
But he actually can move a little faster because he has my guidance and then other people's guidance in the family.
And things are moving faster.
Things are moving fast. Things are moving fast.
now, you know.
And that village is very important, especially a village that's supportive and knows what it takes, since he has his grandfather, his dad. So y'all all are pouring into him. That's a good thing. When you pour into your children, you can see the blessings and you can see their work ethics. And you'll be like, yeah, that's my child because they work.
Yeah, right.
I can see it.
You know, piggybacking off of something you said earlier about, you know, being a Black man.
Right.
It is still extremely difficult, but it's more of us that can help fund and finance and help, you know, new Black businesses come along than it was probably when your grandfather or your father was starting businesses. It's more Black business owners now that's doing, you know, things on a bigger level, on a bigger scale now than it was back in the day. So your sons are in a good position.
I agree. I mean, back in the day, like my granddaddy's, my dad would tell me the stories of my granddad and stuff like that. They used to do ice and wood. They used to do it when there wasn't no, you know, the heaters and the stove.
Yeah.
So they used to do a lot of the big buildings downtown. So, but they was Mr. Williams. Nobody knew who Mr. Williams was.
Right.
So they had to hide it to say, okay, we'll let Mr. Williams know we came by. Mr. Williams know, right. They didn't know that they was Mr. Williams, right.
Mr. Williams,
So they had to hide. Now, you don't have to hide it as much now. You can actually show a lot more. But then, you know, I can remember being on the oil truck with my dad doing kerosene, and you know, they'll say, hey, boy, bring that can, boy, this, boy, that. So my dad would get back in the truck with him and be like, hey, I know you're feeling some kind of way. Yeah. But you just keep getting that amount of dollar. You don't even worry about that. And then from there, eventually, it change a little bit and things will get better.
Yeah.
But you want that amount of dollars, what you want. That's the number one goal, is get that amount of dollars. Then you can customize whatever you want to do when you get back in this truck. But get the dollar first.
Get the money first. Right.
And that's amazing. I'm sure that probably took place in the 80s, 90s, something.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That we still, you know, experience that type of stuff, which it still goes on to this day. But it's just amazing that, you know, that's not so far removed. You know, we're not so far removed from that. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm like, we're not that far away from, from that type of treatment and lifestyle.
We know. Because it still exists.
It is.
It's still very prevalent. Regardless, especially if you're in certain businesses and certain customers and certain clientele.
Certain regions.
The African Americans are not supposed to be doing this. Our African Americans don't have the knowledge, or we're not smart enough and wise enough to have businesses in certain areas. Right. But when they look at it and look back at it, we created everything that y'all use and we didn't get credit for, but y'all know we created it. Yeah. So everything was built off of our backs, our blood, sweat, and tears.
So do you do any investing in other businesses that's not your business, but you're just an investor? Do you do anything like that?
I haven't done that yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I do more stock market, more of my thing.
Okay.
You know, I got stocks quite a few. And stuff like that, and a lot of mutual funds and stuff like that. But that's more of my way of investing into it. I want to do more, just haven't went that way yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just started a couple of months ago with the stocks.
Really?
So y'all looking at the paper and looking at all of that?
Definitely put that money away.
Every week.
Let it grow while you sleep. Yeah, that's the best way to make money.
Let it grow while you sleep.
You always make money while you sleep. My dad's biggest thing, because my son, he actually started when he was really young with my dad. He'd go every day, he owned it. Oh, yeah, you got to do your stocks. You got to do your stocks. You got to do your stocks. And hey, stocks pays on. That's number one.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Okay. So, yeah, you sound like you're pretty well-rounded in, like, you know, like businesses and stocks. So you kind of got it coming from both ends. Oh, yeah. And I agree, you know, like, just like you say in your portfolio, you got to diversify. You got to have other stuff coming in. I'm telling y'all, I'm moving there. I'm slowly inching that. I got $125 on Robinhood and Bitcoin right now. So, you know.
That's a start.
Hey, I'm trying.
That's a start.
I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wanted to ask you this one question, and you kind of hit on it. We're saying you wish you would have done it earlier, but if you could go back, would it be anything that you would do differently?
Start early.
Earlier?
Yeah, start early.
Instead
my
of
son 21 now, instead of 20, me starting at 27, I would start a business like he did let's see, he's 21 now. I think he started his first business doing photography. I guess last year before last, like in 2019.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely would start earlier.
Just think if you started 15, you could have beat that Regency, that game room in Regency. See?
Exactly.
Would have been there.
I
Been there. Boy, Regency don't went down so fast.
Oh yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Free.
Well, you got to know when to hold it, when to fold it.
Yeah.
True.
You
Gotta walk away.
You're right. 'Cause I know with my shoe store, it got to a point where, okay, I had to close one, then to close another one, then after a while, okay, this one here ain't gonna last either. Okay, I would close this, but because online is jumping.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't have overhead.
Yeah.
You might well just, if I could do it over again, I would close them earlier than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because online is where everybody went to. Then when COVID hit, you really seen it. Okay, this is where I need to be.
So was it hard to be like, did you feel like, I'm failing because I got to close this business? Or did you look at it as an opportunity to expand on the online or start the online? How did you handle that or look at it?
I looked at it as failure.
Okay.
Because if you look at more of the bigger, I always model myself after the bigger company. Louis Vuitton still had a place out in town center. Why I can't keep mine over here?
Gotcha.
But then you start looking at it as, after so long, I woke up one day and say, man, I done sold 7-8 pairs of shoes. I ain't even there to do nothing but just box them up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy. So it's a lot easier to do that.
Yeah.
Someone's at the front door going on.
Gotcha. So it's probably less stress.
Oh, less stress.
Less headache.
Less headache.
Because you can see it right there, and then you like, damn, I can get it done versus the store. You got to pay for this. You got to take care of this. So it's less overhead, less stress with everything with the online. Okay.
Employees is the worst. I mean, you need them and you like them and you take a liking into them. But the problem is getting them to come to work and stuff like that. That's the worst thing ever. That's the biggest headache of business.
Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard?
It's just hard. The kids are different now.
Yeah.
Kids are more, they want to do their own thing.
Okay.
They don't want to work for somebody else. They want to make $1 million today.
Yeah.
But then you can't make $1 million today.
Yeah.
I get it. Trust me. So listen, before we get out of here, Harry, we got this thing we call In With 10, where we ask you 10 rapid fire questions so that the people can get to know you a little more intimately. So we're going to shoot off with 10 questions. Spicy, you lead the way.
Okay. Winter or summer vacation?
Summer. No, winter.
Frankie Beverly or El Green?
Yeah, green.
Sports car or truck?
Truck.
All right.
Casual or sneakers?
Sneakers.
I have favorite vacation spot. Where's your favorite place to go? Vacation.
It's kind of hard on that one. I would say Europe.
Okay.
Nice.
A night out on the town or home chilling?
Home chilling.
Okay. Basketball or football?
Football.
Who's your favorite football team?
Cowboys and Jaguars.
Oh, you said Cowboys. Okay.
Oh.
Cowboys, yeah.
Okay.
Lord.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
He's talking about home.
Oh my God.
They call it me.
All right. Okay. This is our all-time favorite. New Edition or Boys to Men?
New Edition.
Okay. And last but not least, because it's that time of the year, which I already know the answer.
No.
Rains or Reebok?
Rains. It's your ball.
There it is right now. So there you guys have it. That's Harry Williamson Jr. His 10 for 10. His end with 10. I'm sorry, y'all. This is Nikki and Nicole. Listen, if y'all get the call from the school telling you pick up your bad behind kids, think of my girl Ladybug. She's been in education for 28 years this year. If you're on the highways and byways of the good old United States and you see that FedEx truck, give a shout out to my girl Spicy Red. She's out there bringing
10 years
goods
for me.
10 years, bringing goods to and fro.
Great.
If y'all think about anything dealing with love, peace, and prosperity, think of me. This Nikki Nicole. Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
Have a good night.